What's up, guys? Jake SLEASMAN, Blue Collar Outdoors, and today we got a brand new tube from Patternmaster to hit the market. We're going to test it with turkey and waterfowl and see just how it does. Stay tuned. So we had to wait to film. A huge storm just rolled through, and I am dripping sweat. It is hot right now. It's just ridiculously humid, but doesn't matter. I can't wait to pattern this right here. This is the new tube from Patternmaster. I'll try to block it out so you can see it. So this right here is the new tube from Patternmaster. It's the Black Mamba. This is a lot like, it uses the same technology as the Anaconda line with gas over constriction. This is a 690 choke constriction. This is meant to bridge the gap between the Anaconda Striker, which is a 670 and 12 gauge, and the Anaconda long range, which is for their waterfowl, for steel shot, bismuth, all that, etc. This right here, I think this might take over the new king as far as Patternmaster tubes for most versatile tube they have, because this is designed to be able to shoot steel, bismuth, I can't even say bismuth good, steel, bismuth, TSS, lead with good patterns. Being a 690, I think it's going to shoot TSS really well with a good uniform pattern. I'm interested to see how it shoots steel. I do have a little bit of a worry there. It might be too tight for my liking, my personal liking, for a duck pattern. But we're going to see that today. I got the Franke Affinity 3 out. Still got my red dot on there. I got to take the red dot off. I believe I'm going to use this early season goose because I haven't found the right setup with the girths on yet. But this is tried and true. So I got the Patternmaster Code Black Goose in here. Take this out, put the Black Mamba in. Then we have the steel load we hunt with and the turkey load, TSS load we hunt with. Now this one is not what we hunt with in New York. This is 9-shot. This is actually 2 1/4 ounce payload of 9s. It's a 3-inch shell. It's the Apex GT3. You guys have seen this a ton. Pattern's amazing. We shoot the 8-shot here in New York. Then over here, we have the Apex S3 steel. This is a 3-inch, number 2s. It's an 1.25 ounce payload, traveling 1450 feet per second. You guys have seen all these. You know how they pattern. The reason why we're starting with these is we know what these should do. We know a good baseline. We've seen a lot of chokes, a lot of guns shooting these. We have a good baseline to judge this Black Mamba and its first performance and see just where it's at. So first, we'll shoot the left target. As you can see, you have the Birchwood Casey waterfowl on it. Then the right target has the Birchwood Casey turkey. So we'll shoot it right in that order. Get this tube out. I'll show the tube real quick, actually. Oh, she's hotter than...
You think that's hot? Don't you touch me!
So here it is right here. As you can see, it's got Anaconda Black Mamba, as it does utilize the same technology as the Anaconda line. Well, these coils can't really show, it's too bright out to get it to focus internally. These coils go through that tube, and what it does is it takes the gases from the shot in a negative twist to keep that shot and wad together, going out the barrel to shorten the shot string and give you optimal patterns. So that's how it's designed. It's the same thing as the Anacondas, just this one's black, the Black Mamba. So let's see what this thing can do. I've been really excited about this coming out, and let's see what it can do. First up, out of the Black Mamba, this is going to be the first pattern. I haven't seen anything on YouTube. Hopefully nothing beats us from this upload. But S3 steel, once again, 1.25 ounce payload of number 2s at 1450. We do not have the chrono today because there's another storm coming. We will be patterning all this through chronos. I just don't want to get it soaked. We're trying to get these done today before that second storm hits us. So here we go, 40 yards, Franke Affinity 3, Patternmaster Black Mamba, 690 constriction. Once again, to bridge the gap between the Anaconda long range, Anaconda Striker. Let's see what it does with steel. That looks pretty good to me from here. That looks almost too tight though. Here.
I don't know. We'll know better when we get down there.
I just hope it's not too tight. So now, being the versatile tube that it is, we have the Apex GT3. This is 2 1/4 ounces of TSS number 9s, traveling at 1190 feet per second. Shoot the right target. That duck looks like it's pretty smoked. I'm hoping it's not overwhelmingly tight. I like my patterns in a good uniform pattern, especially for ducks. But let's see how it shoots TSS. Let's get to it. That's smoke. It's been a while since I shot 9s. So we shot both. We shot the steel and the TSS, both targets. Now we'll go down, scribble, and see just what this Black Mamba can do in its first appearance on the pattern series. I'm very excited about this tube, but let's go scribble. Okay, so we shot steel in the Apex S3 steel, 1 1/4 ounce payload of number 2s, 3-inch. And we shot TSS, Apex GT3, 2 1/4 ounce payload of TSS number 9s. Man, I am dripping sweat. So we shot them both out of the Black Mamba in my Franke Affinity 3. So let's look at the steel first, then we'll look at TSS and just see how the first test with the Black Mamba went. Let's get to it. Oh, it's hot. All right, so here is the steel, the Apex S3 steel. As you can see, it is on the tighter end of the pattern, but it's not overwhelmingly tight. I actually really like this. I was worried about it being too tight for ducks. With geese, I really like a tight choke. With ducks, I like a little bit more leniency. And right here, you can see my core is a touch high as it's still zeroed in, that reflex with TSS. You can see a really good core pattern is right here. I mean, there is some voids here. There's this void, and then there's one right here, which voids are never a good thing. But looking at the looking at the full pattern, you have really good consistency throughout the pattern, looking at it as a whole. Outside of that one void, I mean, you have a ton of hits on this paper at 40 yards, and you have a ton just outside. And for reference, these are 12 by 18 targets. Whew, got sweat in my eye. So really, for a first test with Apex, this looks really good. I have seen better uniform patterns with Apex. I've seen tighter as well. Moose's Jebs, that 685, 685, right?
Yeah, it is.
That 685 high voltage Moose got is tighter than this, which is going to be a phenomenal goose choke, but this right here would be good for ducks or geese. You got a tight core with a good full pattern, and that's exactly what I look for out of my waterfowl chokes. This looks really good, and I'm eager to see how different shot and different brands pattern through it, but this is a great first pattern on paper. And it's kind of weird looking at TSS and looking at this and seeing the shot difference. It's nuts, but not bad for the first pattern with the Black Mamba. Now let's look how it shot TSS. Okay, so with the TSS, once again, Apex GT3. This is 9-shot. It's not legal to hunt with here in New York, so anytime TSS is in the mix, as we say in every video, make sure before you purchase, you can shoot that size shot in your state. New York, we can shoot 8s or bigger. So this is not a legal hunt load in New York. This is just for pure pattern performance testing. But looking at the pattern, you have 28 vital hits. You have 15 in the brain, 13 running the spine, 1 beard hit. But you can see here, you have a ton in the 5, a ton in the 10, and that 12 by 18 is really peppered. I mean, this is a really good pattern for TSS. We've seen a lot tighter, but I really like how this tube throws a pattern. As you can see, there's a ton of hits just outside the 12 by 18, but there is no voids. I mean, this is a really uniform pattern. I mean, all of it is pretty much right there. We do have a couple flyers in it. Not terrible. But this did really well. To be able to shoot steel, TSS, lead, everything in one tube is quite something. And to see performance like this out of each is awesome. I mean, we're going to have to test this next to the Code Black Duck and see how it is side by side, but that's down the road. But that is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, that turkey is absolutely smoked at 40 yards. So now I'll get in the middle and show that both of them side by side as I wipe all the sweat off. And we'll see what you guys think of both patterns side by side. On your left is the steel. On your right is the TSS. And as you can see, this tube pattern steel, number 2's, really well. Good uniform pattern. It's not too tight, but it's got a good tight core to it. Real dense pattern. And with TSS, I mean, it's lights out. This is a really good tube from the first test. We will see as we get into lead with it and all that as well. But for the first test with that Black Mamba, the new tube from Patternmaster, steel and TSS with Apex is lights out. I mean, you can't complain with either of these. This would be good for ducks and geese in my opinion. Now everyone's pattern preference varies. Some people like screaming tight, some people like more open. Everyone has their preference. So in my eyes, everyone sees the same pattern differently. That's what makes it fun to put these patterns on and see what you guys think of them, see how you guys like a pattern. But to me, both of these are lights out. And I'm pretty pumped to keep testing this tube. So once again, that was the new tube from Patternmaster. It's the Black Mamba. It's a 690 constriction. So this tube was meant to bridge the gap between the Anaconda Long Range and the Anaconda Striker, which is the Anaconda Striker is the turkey, Anaconda Long Range is for steel. This is meant to sit right in the middle, allow you to shoot all shot with effective patterns at whatever ranges. From the first test here, with steel at 40 yards and TSS at 40 yards, it's lights out for both. I mean, this is really good performance. I'm eager to keep testing this. I also want to put it against the Anacondas, maybe do Anaconda Striker, Black Mamba for TSS, and then steel with the Anaconda Long Range and Black Mamba, and see where the differences really lay. But for a first test, this is an absolute lights out tube. I think it might just take the crown for the most versatile tube Patternmaster makes. It's going to be close between that and the Code Black Duck, but we will see. As you guys know, we will put it to the test. We'll give you an honest review, and we'll let the performance talk and see what you guys think of it. As we've been saying, we're pushing for 10K subs. We want to do that giveaway. We're hoping to get there before spring turkey next year so we can get that setup in someone's hands before season so they can pattern the loads we give them, find the best setup out of the loads for that gun, take it afield, shoot a turkey, and just maybe link up with us, come here and hunt turkeys for a weekend. It'd be an awesome, awesome experience either way. So let's get to 10K, share these videos with your friends. Let's grow BCO Nation, and let's keep on testing. But guys, this is Jake SLEASMAN. As you can tell, it is insanely hot out here. I am dripping. Moose is dying.
I'm already dead.
Moose is already dead. We got a couple more videos to film, so make sure, share this video, tag us in it, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on our Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploads. Goose season is upon us. Early season opens September 1st. If we do switch to a Monday, Wednesday upload schedule, we will do a video shortly letting you know. But as of right now, we're sticking with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we'll see. I can't wait to get in the layout blind with the boys and slay some honkers. But guys, this is Jake SLEASMAN, Blue Collar Outdoors, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.